Yeah. Well, hi there. Welcome to Highlands in 2021. We thought that it was appropriate, given that he has survived his 90-day trial, that we introduce you to our new pro driver here at Highlands, Paul Blomqvist. So, welcome, Paul. How are you enjoying your time here at Highlands?
It's been good. I'm glad I survived my 90 days, so I can keep going for at least another 90 days, hopefully.
Yeah, and I can just see Kynan lurking in the background. Obviously, you've certainly relieved him of his driving duties, but what's been the highlight of your time here so far?
Not injuring myself in those 30 days with Kynan, so I can keep going.
And by injuring, he means mountain biking, wakeboarding. You almost, what's that thing that you did on the wakeboard?
Foil boarding, it's
Foil
a bit
boarding,
dangerous.
yeah,
but
so
she survived.
we make it very clear that if Kynan injures any of the boys in their free time, then he needs to come back to work. So of late, I believe they went bowling at the Cromwell Bowling Club. So Paul, what's your background? What have you been doing in the last 5 years?
Last 5 years, racing Porsche Career Cup over in Sweden, so I did that in 2019. 2020 was a year that everyone's going to remember for a while, so I didn't quite get back to Europe, but there was plans of going back there to do the same thing again in 2020. Before that was driver coaching up in Auckland, as well as going backwards and forwards between here and Europe to do racing. Did a couple Swedish GT rounds with my father, 2016 and 2017, and then basically just been driver coaching up in Auckland, hopefully progressing my racing now, that we can hopefully have some more understanding of what's happening in 2021 and further.
And so a couple of things there. Do you rate your chances of being able to go racing with Highlands and Hampton's owner Tony Quinn?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Got to keep doing my job here first, and then we'll see how he goes with that news. But
Yeah.
wouldn't say no to it if it came up, that's for sure.
And actually, speaking of drivers here that have some driving opportunities through Tony, how do you think Damon went recently in the New Zealand Grand Prix at Hampton Downs?
He didn't surprise me, but I think he surprised a few other people, considering he hasn't probably been in a Formula Toyota for a few years now. He bet Brendan, which is always good news for us here at Highlands. It was the second Highlands, or he bet Dan Gaunt as well, which is also quite relieving.
Yeah, that got him a bonus. Hey, and tell me, you do have a famous surname, so motor racing is obviously in your family's blood. There's obviously your brother Tom,
Yep.
and then your dad Stig. When do you hope to see them again, because they're both overseas too? Yeah.
That is a question that no one really knows the answer to right now. Luckily I saw my brother when we had that big lockdown. He came home for it. He missed us so much that he wanted to come home. I think that was the reason he came home.
Wow, I don't see that, but okay.
For father, I honestly don't know yet. There's been talks of people bringing him down here for some rallying and ice work in winter, but that all depends on what our borders are doing. So right now it's kind of a waiting game. I did 5 years without seeing him, so I think 2 more years will be alright.
We'll be sure to film the reunion when it finally happens. So tell me, when he does get to New Zealand, or if you've got some mates coming down to New Zealand, how are you rating Cromwell? Have you enjoyed the move here?
I have enjoyed it. Definitely quieter than the big city of Auckland, but it's been enjoyable. There's a lot more to do on your days off. You can go mountain biking. Josie doesn't like to saying that, but I've been good so far. There's a lot of stuff to do around the region, not just in Cromwell, but you're not far away from all the other great places in the South Island here. So I've been enjoying it. It's been great. The weather's been good. They said it didn't rain in summer, but the start of this year wasn't great, but now it's definitely improved, which is great to see.
And social life, obviously Kynan's always going on and on about how you're single and you need to find someone. Any message that you want to give the ladies of Cromwell or Central Otago?
Still single, still happy.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple being single at the moment, so I like it that way.
And Kynan's in the background, and he's going to get in a little bit of trouble for a comment he made there. But so everyone, this is it's a great honour to introduce Paul. He has taken over from Andrew Waite, who has been our pro driver here at Highlands since we opened, and Andrew will still be coming back for a couple of guest appearances, but we're really excited to have Paul on the team and be part of the journey for Highlands for the next 10 years, and really continuing to see us grow and and deliver the exceptional and a few surprises along the way. So favourite ride product, last question, what's your favourite ride product here at Highlands?
The Ferrari.
The Ferrari, there you go. All right, see you all later, and thanks Paul.
Thank
and
you guys.
all the single ladies, cheers.